So now let us see procedure for lap winding. So as to lap winding machines are used for high current but low voltage applications. So here let us see how do we calculate, what are the symbols, and within small example. So number of slots in armature. So N is the number of slots in armature. Let us say an example of 17 slots. So there are 17 slots. Assume this as there are 17 classes, and coil side per slot symbol is M, and let us say coil side is actually 2, right? So there are 2 persons per class. So total and number of poles are P, given as so symbol is P, and let us say it is 4, and total number of connector is Z, that is N into M. So if there are 17 classes, and in each class if there are 2 students, total number of students would be 34, right? I hope you understood. So number of conductors are N into M. So pole pitch in terms of conductor, right? If the value is a fraction, an integer lower than the obtained fraction number is selected. I repeat, if the value is a fraction, we must select an integer which is lower than the obtained fraction. So we have to round down, not round up, we have to round down. So the formula is as simple, it is Z by P. It's 34 by 4, we get it 8.5. Rather than 8 points, rather than selecting as 9 or changing it to 8.5, we select a lower than the fraction obtained, that is 8. Commutator pitch. So YC is equal to X, right? So where X is 1 for simplex, 2 for duplex, 3 for triplex, and quadruplex. Now as you can see, this all these we are doing with respect to lap. Similarly, we will do it for wave also. Now back pitch and front pitch. So YB and YF, the formula is YB plus YF is equal to 2YP, and similarly YB minus YF is equal to plus or minus 2YC. Plus for progressive and minus for retrogressive. I repeat, plus for progressive, minus for retrogressive. So now we know what is YP. YP is 8, and we know what is YC. YC is again 1, right? Because we have assumed simplex, and that is why X is 1. That is why YC is also 1. So now, how do we solve these two equations in your calculator? Simultaneous equation where we'll be finding what is YB and what is YF. Similarly, you might have done how do you find I1 and I2 in a calculator using this equation mode. Going to equation mode, you can find out. So I have substituted here in place of YB as 1, its coefficient is 1, and similarly for YP it is 8. So here when I solve this two in calci, I will be getting YB as, you can try out, I will be getting this as 9 and 7, right? Now from this is a procedure how do we start writing, right? Now from this 9 and 7 we have to draw a winding diagram, right? And we'll see what exactly is this 4 and what exactly is this 8. So there are 4 poles, so I'll have 2 north pole and 2 south poles. So pole pitch is equal to 8, right? So that means I'll have out of 34 I'll have see there are 4 poles, right? So I have to divide these 34 under 4 poles, right? That means in each pole I'll have 8 conductors. I hope you understood. In each pole I'll have 8 conductors, right? So each north pole I'll have 8, each south pole I'll have 8. So like that, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. Okay. So let's see. So first conductor is 1. YB is, remember YB is actually 9 and YF is 7, right? So back pitch we have to add and front pitch we have to subtract. That's the procedure. So 1 plus YB, that is 9, we get is 10. 10 minus YF, what is YF? 7. So 10 minus 7, we get it as 3. And similarly same procedure, 3 plus 9, 12, and then similarly minus 7 we get it as 5, and then so on. Similarly 24 minus 7 we get 17, 17 plus 9 we get 26, and then similarly now the number of conductors in our case was 34, and now we have got more, right? So that means it is not 36, rather subtract it from the number of connectors that we have, right? That is 36 minus 24, it is 2. So in of 36 we write this as 2, right? And similarly, to add, next to subtract, we can't subtract 2 minus 7, right? So we subtract from 36 again. So 36 minus 7 we get as 29, right? And similarly the next procedure continues. 29 plus 9 would be 29 plus 9 would be 38. So 38 minus 34, it is 4, right? That is how we have got here 4. And similarly 4 minus 7 we cannot do, so it is actually 38. It's actually 38 minus 7 we get 31, right? And then similarly 31 plus 9 we get 40. 40 minus 32 we get again, sorry, 40 minus 34. So 40 minus 34 is 6, and again 6 minus 7 we cannot do, right? So it is actually 40 minus 7. 40 minus 7 would be 33, and again 33 plus 9. 33 plus 9 is 42. Again 42 minus 34 is again 8, and again 8 minus 1. Yes, we can do it. It will be getting a positive value. Thus it is 1. So we have started at 1. We have ended at 1. So this is your table. Or how do we know that your first conductor should be connected to which conductor? And we'll see how do we connect. So this is your table, which will help you to draw your winding diagram for lap, right? And then 1 again goes back to 10. So we again come to start, and thus it continues, right? So this is how this table helps you to draw the winding diagram. Right. So we have started and we have ended at the same terms here. So let us see an example how the calculations and the diagram. So here we have asked to draw a DC lap winding. We have to see which winding, either lap or wave, number of slots, pole. It is single layer simplex winding. So in yours we will stick to single layer simplex, either lap or wave winding. So we will not go for double layer, we will not go for a duplex winding, or double lap or wave winding. We will stick to single layer and simplex winding always. So M is equal to 1. M is equal to 1. It's only because it is simplex, right? Or it is single layer. Then YC is also equal to 1, as is equal to X. Total number of conductors, as seen, it is Z is equal to 16. Pole pitch Z by P, 16 by 4, right? We get 4. And then YB versus YF is equal to 2 into this pole pitch, that is YP. YB minus YF is equal to 2 into, it's plus or minus 2 into YC. The YC is 1. It is plus because we always take progressive, and they have not given, we still assume progressive, right? So solving this in calculator using simultaneous equation, we get the answer for YB YF as 5 and 3. So plus 5 and minus 3. We are not getting minus 3, but to draw the lap winding or wave winding, YF is always taken negative. So let us see. Starts from 1. YB is plus 5. So 1 plus 5 is 6. And then here YF is minus 3. I mean, there is 3 here, but we have to subtract. So 6 minus 3 we get as 3. Again 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Remember, the number of conductors are 16. So anything greater than 16 you have to subtract. So this 7 plus 5 we get 12. 12 minus 3 9. 9 plus 5 14, so on. Yes. Now, so 13 plus 5 we are getting 18. 18 is more than 16, right? So what we have to do, we have to subtract from 16, right? Subtract from the total number of conductors, we get 2. So instead of 18 we write that as 2. And now we can't subtract 2 minus 3, right? We get negative. So what we will do, we will subtract from 18 itself. So 18 minus 3 would be 15, right? And 15 plus 5, again this will be more than, see, 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 minus 16 is actually 4, right? And that's how we have got 4 here, right? And 4 minus 3 will get 1, and that is the end of your table. So we started from 1, we have ended again at 1. So we are subtracting from 4 now because we can subtract 4 minus 3, we get a positive value. So until you get this, we have to continue with the table. So this is your winding table. That will help you to solve or write your lap winding for single layer simplex lap winding, right? So we've started, we have ended at 1, we have started at 1, and this continues, right? So Astol DC machines windings is a closed type winding. So let's see. So number of conductors are 16, right? So there are 16 conductors. This is your 16 conductors, and there is no particular distance for them. We generally keep them all parallel, right? So all these are assumed placed at armature slots, right? So 1 goes to 6. So first conductor goes to 6. How do we draw this? From this you have to draw this at an angle of 45 degrees, and similarly 6 from 6 draw at an angle 45 degrees, and they'll be meeting at a point. 6 minus YF is 3. 6 minus YF is 3. That means from 6 it has to go back to 3. From 6 45 degrees, and from 3 45 degrees, and you can erase the extra part. So we maintain an angle of 45 degrees so that it's common, and it meets the other conductors. Now from 3 it is again plus 5, right? So 3 plus 5 is 8. That is from 3 here it has to go to 8. So if you draw parallel to this, right, or else what you can do, you can maintain a 45 degrees angle. Similarly from 8 45 degrees angle, and they will be meeting at some point, right? Then from 8, then from 8 minus 3 it has to go to 5. That is from 8 it has to go to 5. It's the same way. Okay, draw it parallel to this, or draw 45 degrees from maintaining a 45 degree angle, extend, draw a line and erase the extra part. Then from 5 it has to go to 10, right? And from 10 minus 3, so 10 minus 3 is 7, right? And from 7 where it has to go, so 7 plus 5 it has to go to 12, right? And then from 12 where it has to go, from 12 minus 3 it has to go to 9, right? And from 9 where it has to go to 14, right? Then from 14 where it has to go to 11. That is 14 minus 3. Then from 11 where it has to go to 16, right? From 16 it has to go to 13, and similarly from 13 it has to go to 18, but 18 is not there, right? So what we do, we subtract it from 16. 18 minus 16 is 2. So from 13 it has to go to 2, right? So 13 plus 5 is 18, and 18 is not there, we subtract from 16, it has to go to 2. So we just write here, just to remember that from 13 it has to go to 2, right? So we at this end we bring it from 13. That is what we have written here, right? And then from 2 where it has to go, so we can't subtract 2 minus 3. What we do 18 minus 3, which is nothing but 15. So from 2 it has to go to 15. So here we bring this from 2. That is what we have written here. Next, so from 15 where it has to go to 20, and again as 20 is not there, it has to go to 4. So from 15 it has to go to 4. So we get this from, for 4 we get this from 15, and from 4 it has to go to 1, and thus you can see this completed. So we started from 1, right, and then we have completed at 1. So this is your the representation of the table that we have drawn in terms of winding, but we have not still represented your commutator segments and your carbon brushes. We have to do that. So let us see how do we do, right? So from 1 we have started. So then this is your diamond shape at the lower part. So wherever you see a diamond shape, you extend a line. Okay, so from 3 to 6 it was connected, extend a line to the bottom. Similarly 8 and 5 was there, draw a line. So similarly for all other cases, right? So now we'll see your commutator segments, right? So how do we draw? How do we decide number of commutator segments? So number of commutator segments are your z, it is nothing but z by 2. What is your z? Z is given as n into m. So your z is actually 16. So 16 by 2 is 8, right? And what is your pole pitch? Pole pitch is 4. You have seen in earlier calculations. Pole pitch is actually, it is z by 4, right? It is z by p. Z is 16. So 16 by 4 is actually 16 by z by p. So 16 by 4 is actually 4. So what is this? What is pole pitch? We'll see here. So now, so 16 into 1 by 2 is actually 8. So we have 8 commutator segment, and this is how we draw, right? So this segment has to go to one particular commutator segment. So this is one commutator segment, and then we have insulation and one more commutator segment, and again insulation, and then one more commutator segment. So these winding has to go to one particular commutator segment. Let us name them. So you can start anywhere, right? So let us name this as 1, and since this is then progressive, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you can see this is the end. 15 has gone to 2, and you can see here from 15 is coming from 15. This is also named as 8, right? So what is pole pitch? Pole pitch is 4. That means under each pole you will have 4 slots or 4 coils. I repeat, it is 4 slots or 4 coil sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4 comes under north. We assume as north here, and similarly next as south, and successively others as north and south, right? Now we assume that under north pole the currents are going downwards. Under north pole the currents are going down, right? And similarly under south pole the currents are traveling in upward direction, right? And now now brushes. So there are 4 brushes as told in the question. So we'll assume under each north and south we have 4 brushes, right? So one at north, one at south, one at north, as you can see here, and one more at south. And all these will be connected in parallel. So both red are connected in parallel. That is positive connected in parallel. Join them, and similarly negative connected in parallel. And these two are extended outside as A and double AA, right? So this is what will be getting from your armature. So armature is either lap or wave. So as you can see in your lab, it's given as A and AA. That is with respect to armature. So this is how we have to draw. Okay. So I hope you have understood. So the next video we'll see with respect to wave winding.